Alright guys, what do I keep saying? What do I keep saying? The NFL does not quit, even in the off season. And ladies and gentlemen, today is no excuse. It is no forgotten story. This is a big story. So everybody knows the entire Aaron Rodgers saga so far, how he's been disgruntled for years with Green Bay, and it finally reached a boiling point this offseason where he finally came out and said that he is done with Green Bay. He doesn't want to take another snap for the Green Bay Packers, and he would rather retire than play for the Green Bay Packers. And so that whole storyline has been going on for a week or so now, and we are at the point where there's two teams, well, really one team, but there's another team that's being rumored to be all in on Aaron Rodgers. And the one team that is like the mainstay of being all in on Aaron Rodgers is the Denver Broncos. They are willing to give up everything for Aaron Rodgers. And the other team that is kind of just like people are throwing it out there as a possibility because they're like right on the cusp of being a really good team is the Cleveland Browns. And that's where we're going to be targeting in today's video. We're going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers and the possibility of the Cleveland Browns getting him and what the Cleveland Browns would have to give the Packers to get Rodgers. So let's dive right into it. Let's not waste any more time. So up front, this is probably not going to happen. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Just ruin all the hope of Cleveland Browns fans right now. This is probably never going to happen. But let's live in a hypothetical world. Let's live in a fantasy world for a couple minutes, okay? So, theoretically, what the Browns would have to give up, and I've heard rumors of packages, trade packages that they're willing to offer the Green Bay Packers. It includes Baker Mayfield, obviously. You can't have Aaron Rodgers and then have Baker Mayfield in the same time. Baker Mayfield, 2 first-round picks, and it would include Nick Chubb. I've heard rumors. That's one of the packages. That's one of the options that people have been throwing out there. That is a absolute no-go for me. I would not do that deal on any circumstances. Then there was another one that included Baker Mayfield, 2 first-round picks, and Odell Beckham Jr. Now, that one is a little bit more understandable because people already say that Odell is disgruntled in Cleveland, doesn't want to be there. He's never actually physically come out and said that he doesn't want to be in Cleveland, but people just assume that he doesn't want to be. Who wants to be in Cleveland is what people say. People don't think that anybody wants to be in Cleveland, especially a guy like Odell. So those are the 2 packages that I've heard, and there obviously could be more draft picks involved, but those are the 2 options that I've seen and kind of heard thrown out there for possible trade packages to get Rodgers. Now, me personally, how I feel about this, I don't think that the Browns should go for Aaron Rodgers. Yes, the Browns are in their window. They made the playoffs last year. They won a playoff game. They beat the Steelers. They made it to the divisional round to play the Chiefs and arguably could have won that game if it wasn't for Chad anything is possible. So the Browns theoretically could have been in the AFC Championship game, but they got unlucky in that divisional round against the Chiefs, and they lost. But they are in their winning window, which is weird to say because we're talking about the Cleveland Browns. But they are in their winning window. Baker I think, is legit. I think he's a solid quarterback in this league, and he's got to prove it this year. He's got to be consistent this year and actually prove it through 17 games. So trading Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham Jr., and a bunch of picks for the reigning MVP and future Hall of Famer and Aaron Rodgers sounds like a good deal. But do you value winning a Super Bowl right away and then maybe not competing after Rodgers is gone, and then you've already given up the entire farm system, to use a baseball analogy? You've given up the entire farm system for a guy that was there for, let's say, 2 or 3 more years. He stays in Cleveland. And then he retires And then you have no quarterback. You have to start over at quarterback. You don't have any first round picks to start over at quarterback. You'll have to trade more assets to get a first round pick, possibly to then get a quarterback. You would have to start over at rebuilding, or you could keep Baker, keep Odell, keep Nick Chubb, keep first round picks, and keep on building from this. Now, I know what people are going to argue. They're saying, but you could win a Super Bowl. You could win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. You are in the window where you could win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. And yes, I understand that. Winning a Super Bowl would be great. It would be unfathomable for Cleveland Browns fans to win a Super Bowl. They would go crazy if they won one. But what happens after? Like the Philadelphia Eagles, let's use them as an example. They won the Super Bowl for the first time ever, beating the Patriots. Nick Foles, you guys remember Philly Special? Yeah, that happened. And they won a Super Bowl. And look at them now. Carson Wentz, not on the team anymore, sucks. Nick Foles, not on the team anymore, sucks. And they have a first-year pro rookie quarterback, and no direction, really. They just picked in the top 10 of the draft this year. After winning the Super Bowl just like 3 years ago or whatever. However long it's been. I don't even remember at this point. So, is that where the Cleveland Browns want to be? They would have to give up their future quarterback, which is Baker Mayfield, and possible future quarterbacks with draft picks, along with either Nick Chubb or Odell Beckham Jr., or whoever you want to throw in there that would entice the Packers to do the deal. And for what? Yeah, you win a Super Bowl, and it would be a phenomenal thing for the Browns to win a Super Bowl. I can't stress that enough, that it would be amazing for the Browns to win a Super Bowl, but your future is gone. And people don't look that far into the future. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have that much time left. He's saying that he might retire now, but he's still got a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 years left. He's not going to be Tom Brady, but he's still got a couple years left in him. Maybe not at the MVP level, but at a solid quarterback level that's better than Baker Mayfield. So do you want that route where you could possibly win a Super Bowl, maybe even 2, maybe you win 2 Super Bowls, but then your future is gone? Then you don't have Baker, you don't have a good wide receiver, you don't have any draft picks to draft a replacement for Rodgers. So I think the path that they should take is not trade for Rodgers, keep their core, and just keep building, because they are so close to being a competent playoff team. They just need to hit on a couple more draft picks. They need to have Baker play another consistent season, have Odell not get hurt, because even though they made the playoffs, Odell didn't play in most of those games last year. So if Beckham doesn't get hurt, they have Jarvis Landry along with them. They've got 2 really good tight ends. They've got a solid, one of the top 5 best running backs in the league in Nick Chubb. They've got an amazing defense with Myles Garrett, now Jadeveon Clowney, Denzel Ward, and their rookie Greg Newsome. And they've got a good team. They've got a really, really good team, one of the best teams in the AFC. But you get rid of that if you trade for Aaron Rodgers. At least not now, you don't get rid of that, but you get rid of that in the future when Aaron Rodgers is gone. Then you're back into the dumps. Yeah, you've won a couple Super Bowls, or you've won a Super Bowl or maybe 2, but your future is gone. That's just what I'm thinking. That's like, do you want the immediate high of winning Super Bowl? Or do you want the future success of consistency and all this stuff and possibly winning a Super Bowl with Baker? That's where I'm seeing. And I was on Twitter and I saw all the Browns fans saying that we're sticking with Baker. If they trade Baker, I'm not being a Browns fan anymore. They were all committed to Baker Mayfield. And I feel like you should be, because Baker is a good quarterback. I think he can take you to the promised land if he has a good, competent team around him. And I think they're just a couple more years away from having that. So trading for Aaron Rodgers maybe gets you that earlier, but then in the future, it doesn't really lead to anything because he's gone, and then you have nothing to show for it besides one Super Bowl and no future. So then they'd just be back to where they started from. They'd be back to square one. So if that's what they want to do, hey, you got a Super Bowl. Congratulations. It would be fantastic for the city. It would be fantastic for the community, and it'd be fantastic for the team and the organization. But in the long run, don't they want to be a competent football team for a long run, not just be a flash in the pan like the Eagles? I don't know. It's up to them. It's up to them what they want to do. But that's just my opinion. Let me know down below what you guys think as well. Smash that like button, hit notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.